Y'all, I'm gonna, one of our Valentine Day desserts is gonna be something that I have not made in a long time, and I don't know why, because it's delicious, it's easy, and you see this in fancy restaurants. And I'm preparing a chocolate creme brulee. And you'll need a torch to caramelize the sugar that you're gonna put on top of it after they bake. Now, should you not have one of these, you could put it under a real hot broiler, but you would have to watch it very, very closely because you would want the sugar to melt but not burn. So the ingredients are cocoa powder, vanilla flavoring, and I've got a Godiva liqueur chocolate. And that's highly recommended for this dish. A good brand of that. I've got 1 cup plus more for dusting of sugar. I've got a quart of heavy cream and 1 ounce of unsweetened chocolate. And this is a chocolate right there, y'all. So here we go. We're gonna go in with our sugar, a quart of heavy cream. Can't beat it. Can't beat heavy cream. All right, now I'm gonna take my little swisher and blend this up. Just got some heavy cream on my upper lip. And my tongue, I don't think my tongue will reach it. Too bad, Paula. Too bad. All right, so we've got our sugar, our cream. Now we're gonna add our liqueur. Smells delicious. Smells delicious. And it calls for
half of a tablespoon.
Half of a tablespoon. Oh yeah, it's right up there at the top. So this is gonna be my half a tablespoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is gonna be my half a tablespoon. Right? Looks right to me. All right, now we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 yolks. 11 large egg yolks. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up real good. And like I said, after it gets hot, then we're gonna add our chocolates. All right, our cream is warm. So now I'm gonna add our dark solid chocolate. And now I'm gonna add our 2 ounces of dry cocoa. And we wanna blend this up real good. And you have to have a little patience to do this part, because anytime you add dry to wet, it's gonna take a minute to incorporate those two things. All right, I'm gonna turn our eye off now because I think that's gonna be warm enough. And I'm gonna slowly pour this in. In fact, I'm gonna transfer this to something that has a spout so I can pour it, have a little bit more power when I'm beating those egg yolks and stirring it into those egg yolks. Okay. So here we go. We're going to do this slowly, y'all. And so this is like tempering our yolks. Okay, I think we're to the safe area now. I don't think we have to worry about our yolks cooking and turning into scrambled eggs. I'm gonna pour our mixture back into the bowl. No, into my measuring cup, I mean, to strain it. We want our creme brulee to be smooth. And I'm gonna take my spatula and see if I can break those chocolate pieces down a little bit more, because I'd hate to lose any of that rich chocolate. So we'll see. There's going to be a lot of that the last pour. See, like I said, this is just really, really easy. You can almost compare it to making, say, a chocolate meringue pie. You know, it's just about like doing that. I love the ramekins that Eddie found to serve our creme brulee in, because it's heart-shaped. Right, now this should make 6. You know, just depending on what size your ramekins are. Okay, those look pretty even, don't they? Now, right there at the last minute, and I just washed them. All right, I'm gonna bring them in here into the pantry, and you wanna pour the water like halfway up your ramekin. And that will keep it.
I need to go a little bit further, Eddie. You got a good angle.
Yeah, see, I can't. Some more. Some more. Stop. Because that puts us right to that ridge.
Perfect.
How about that?
Now I'm going to put them in the oven.
Okay.
For how long?
About 30 minutes. I think the star of the show is the creme brulee. Chocolate creme brulee. Chocolate is definitely the first dessert that I think of for Valentine's Day is definitely some kind of something chocolate. So now I've got several kind of sugars, and I can't remember the last time I made creme brulee what kind of sugar I used. So I've got some turbinado, which is the big grain sugar. So I'm gonna try this on one. And then I'm gonna try white sugar on one. And I'm gonna try brown sugar on one and see which one I like the best. So we'll start with those. Come on. Eddie, you just filled this up, didn't you? There we go. it was on lock. The turbinado is not, it's not melting evenly. All right. Now I'm going to try the brown sugar. I think it's going to be the white sugar. It's going to be my favorite. Didn't take that long to get hot. The white sugar definitely spreads better and more evenly. The white sugar is definitely going to be the winner. Don't you think, Eddie?
Yeah, I think, well, I would just say let it set. Don't spread.
Yeah.
Don't try to spread it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work trying to spread it, but this is definitely caramelized. But it does need to cool so the sugar can caramelize. And it's going to give that thin layer of crispy. Definitely white sugar, y'all. It's been a long time since I made it. And then the next would be the brown sugar. And lastly would be the turbinado, because those grains are so big. I want some. But I gotta let it cool. I just gotta let it cool for a few minutes. Can you hear that? Tap, 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 tap. What does that tell you?
It worked.
It worked. You're tapping on caramelized sugar. See it coming up. Delicious. Delicious. I think it needs a little whipped cream on top.
I have some.
You do? Well, why don't we bring it out? And you taste and tell me what you think.
Well, I'll turn that down.
Now, the crisp is not right there. It's in my mouth.
Okay. Well, then I'm going over here because, I want
Yeah.
my own crisp.
Yes.
I don't want to be robbed.
See it standing up.
Good.
Turbinado. No, maybe that was a turbinado. Brown sugar, but definitely white sugar.
Are you saying white sugar because it blended well? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It made a more even surface, where the turbinado and the brown sugar was hard to spread.
This is good and it's chocolatey.
Ain't it good?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Teresa. And I send Valentine's love y'all's way. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.